I'm a data analyst and I'm going to transform and cleanse data with X88 Pandora. Previously I found that my customer table didn't relate to anything. Reason being I've got this prefix on the front of it which I need to remove. So let's transform that by using the after function, and that'll take everything after the character that I put in. So I'm going to put in a dash and that should clean up my customer ID. Now I need to see whether that will actually relate now to my sales header table, and just by picking some values and seeing where else they use, I can see that in fact it will relate to my sales order header table. So while I'm in here, I'm also going to cleanse my telephone number. I'm going to use a function that's going to remove all the extraneous characters called remove noise. So that's got rid of the dashes, it just leaves numbers and characters. I'm going to transform that a bit further by adding a dial code on the front, so we have built-in functionality to convert countries into ISO dial codes. So I'll do that and then just concatenate the translated code with my partially cleansed number and save. So there's my telephone number complete with dial code. Now I want to see how many different formats I've got, so I can just add another column which is the format pattern, and what I'll do now is group that to find out how many there are. I can see there's 9 distinct ones, and if I add a count to that I can find out which ones are the most common ones, and I'm going to take the top 3. I'm a bit lazy, so I'm going to let Pandora create a filter for me just by drilling down to those. So they're the ones I want to keep, so I can just get rid of my format column now. And that's gone. And that's the data I want, so I'll save that as a new table. And what I'm going to do is actually create this as a new version of customer. So close that window, let's go and look at the tables again, and there is my new version of customer. So let's open that up and look at the rows, and we can now look at the mapping document, which will give me all the information as to how I created this second version of customer. So I can see that I did create it from customer version 1, and looking down at the transformations, I can see there's my transformation for cleansed telephone number. That's my job done. I'm a data analyst. Time to go home to my wife.